Well, guys, coming at you again. Quick video here. This is where a lot of the storm damage was. We went from tornadic weather to ice and snow mixture coming down today. What an insane change in the weather. I don't know if I caught enough of that. It comes in spurts, but it's throwing. In fact, I've still got ice crystals on my pants. You see all that? I got my window down a little bit, but yeah, just crazy. If I could have got some of the storm damage on the way in to town, I definitely would have. I was not thinking about turning the camera on. We have to get the truck legal today, so but we're here. I know you guys already seen that. That is Waynesville, Missouri. That is the town closest to us, and we come down here to come to the DMV and get our truck tags renewed, because it's that time. But I just want to get out here and share. It's raining now, as you can see on the windshield, but we just got another ice bath, and these guys are still out here trying to take care of all the down power lines and the down trees. There's a lot of damage down here, a lot more than what I have seen online, a lot more that has been, on the news channels. And this town does not have any tornado sirens. That was just on the news. So there was no warning for these people. They have some kind of app that you can download and sign up in order to get a alert on your cellular device. But guys, I can tell you, those storms were moving way faster than what was predicted and what was forecast. There was supposed to be an hour or more in between those storms, and there was not. There was barely 30 minutes between those storms. By the time I seen the tornado warning that was issued, just 30 minutes tops away from me. Here goes the ice again. You guys see it bouncing off the windshield? I don't know. Let me, I don't know if you guys can see that. So I was about 25 miles, I'll put it that way. It takes about 20-25 minutes for us to get to the feed store where the tornado warning was initially issued. Our storm shelter was 10 minutes away, and by the time I got there, the storm was coming in. Once that one went through, the next storm was supposed to be where they said it was, and where it was moving to would take me roughly 30 to 45 minutes to get to. I drove 25 minutes in the direction of the storm to go pick up my second oldest and bring her to shelter, and it hit me as I pulled into town. So that storm was not where they said it was supposed to be. You cannot rely on technology and sirens to take shelter. There's just not enough time. I know a lot of places try to give you a warning, but it's not enough. You can't rely on this. I was watching live storm chasers, and their forecasts, and they were sitting here following the storm live, and they watched it moved, and they predicted where it was at, what it was doing, and updated all the warnings and all that. And it still was not accurate. Now, the rest of my family was in shelter, but guys, it was clear like this. As I drove that 25 miles to go pick up my daughter and bring her into shelter with us, and I was debating taking shelter there. I got hit with 80-mile-an-hour winds and rain. I mean, it was like driving through a hurricane. It was absolutely horrible. I wish I would have documented that, but I was more paying attention to the live radar, the live storm chaser that was updating us on the situation at hand. And guys, there just wasn't enough time. There wasn't enough time. They set my daughter's sirens off. It was probably 20 minutes prior to me getting to her house, and that was when the first front was coming in. By the time I picked her up, I had to drive through the entire storm to get back, is how fast that storm was moving. It came quick, it hit hard, and that one was producing a massive tornado just south of Marshfield, Missouri. They were tracking a massive tornado, is all that they said. So by the time it got to us, there was 2 places in it that were rotating, and obviously it produced. There's a picture that somebody got of a twister coming down. I have not heard confirmation on a size of one that hit here. I think they're still, they're still trying to determine all that because of the widespread damage there is. Some of this is probably straight line winds, while others may have been just, a small tornado, something like an EFO, which I guess is the new EF1. But nonetheless, I could, if I would have relied on technology and everything to take shelter, it'd have been too late. I seen the storm coming. I seen it was warned, and I called ahead to see if the shelter was open, and we headed over there. And you can't wait for the sirens to go off. You've got to look at radar, see what's coming at you, and at least be prepared to go to shelter. I know some people don't care. It just is what it is. If the storm gets them, it gets them, and I get that. It's okay. It's your choice. But for a place like this that doesn't have sirens, you cannot sit there and wait because there's no time. There's no time. This place doesn't even have storm sirens. So it kind of blows my mind because this is a high tourist area. It's a heavy populated area due to the military post nearby. And there is no storm sirens here. Some of the people here were able to hear the nearby town sirens go off, and there was no warning system. Most people were saying that the app didn't even work. They didn't even get notified. So I don't know, guys. Just you've got to think more ahead than an app, because technology fails. And I'm glad that nobody was seriously hurt that I'm aware of, but there were still people in their homes. One gentleman was in his home. He heard the tree come down on his house. And, you know, it's just, it's a shame. Really it is. You know, and the mayor here, I don't think he was really prepared to make a statement, because his wording is kind of disturbing to me. You know, he said that the app is only a month old and we need to give it time. And it just is what it is. It is not just is what it is. This is a pretty serious thing. You've got lives at stake, and you're relying on an app to tell people to take shelter. You know, we lost power. There are still half of this community without power. They have no water. They have no heat right now, and it is y'all see that? 43 degrees is what my truck is saying it is here right now, and it was colder this morning. It's not as bad now. The sun is starting to come out. It has been wet. It has been throwing snow and ice all morning. You know, this is not just is what it is. These are people's lives at stake, and they need to do something about this. They should have had storm sirens in the works years ago, because this is not the first severe storm that has come through here, and it won't be the last. This is a highly populated area, and this is something that should have been thought about years ago. And for some reason, they're just now doing it. I can't understand it. I feel like it's uncalled for to have this many citizens and not have a storm warning in place better than technology. When the power goes out, the cell phone towers go out. Even the live storm chaser I had was having a hard time looking at the street views of these storms coming into these towns. And he was also having a hard time tracking the storms because the radar didn't want to work. Guys, technology fails, especially in storms like that. You know, a storm siren is great, but even it's not enough. You know, I don't know. I feel like our government needs to do better. These people needed more warning. Because even driving around blowing sirens and telling them to take shelter is you're losing time. That was a very fast-moving trio of storms, and I don't know. It's just it's sad to hear so many people that didn't even have a notice. And I'm sure there's multiple reasons why. You know, even I don't get to watch the news on a regular basis, so you know, I look at an app, I see what's coming. I've got YouTube that alerts me every time, you know, the storm people are live, and you know, I go on and I check it out. I see what's going on. But the sun's coming out, guys, and I hope it stays out. I hope that it becomes a nice day here. I hope that these guys can get the power fully restored to the entire community today. I know that is what they're going to try to do, but it is widespread. They are trying to track down every little line that is broken, disconnected. They got most of the main lines repaired, but they still have several small lines that they're trying to track down and figure out where the repairs are needed. So as of this morning, there was still 50% of this community without power, and you know, They have shelters in place for people to go warm up. They have warming stations. There's churches now opening up, inviting people in. The local school here has opened up to provide lunches for families in need. The Red Cross is set up just not too far from our house. And they're providing a warming station and food and water. They're trying to get a tally up right now of all the damages to see if FEMA can even come in and do anything. And I think that's a shame. There should not be a minimum amount of damages for aid. That's insane to me. You're denying people aid because there's not enough damage. That's ridiculous. It's absurd. I mean, I don't care if it's one person or 1,000. People need that aid. But anyway, I guess that is what it is, because that's the way the world wants to look at everything now. So, as much as I wish I could get out here and help people, I'm not able to do that. We were recovering yesterday from me being up all night at the storm shelter, and my mother-in-law is in the hospital and has been, and we're trying to get this truck taken care of. If the courthouse would ever come on and give us our information that we need. This is quite ridiculous. It shouldn't take that long to get a tax paper. But anyway, we have to go pick up my mother-in-law after we get the truck taken care of, and then we've got to go get feed. So we got quite a day ahead of us here. So just say a prayer for this community as they come back together and recoup from all the damages that were done. And I haven't even went into the next town over that also had several damages reported. So it's only about 5 minutes away. I'd like to go see just what the damages are, and I do wish I could help, because I have a chainsaw, I have a leaf blower, I have a truck and trailer where I could haul some stuff off, but I'm not able to. Right now we cannot drive the car, so we're down to this vehicle right now, and hopefully I can get that issue taken care of this week, but right now it's just we can only do with what we have right now. I spent a very long drive when I came home to check on the animals, clearing a road that was supposed to have been cleared. And I can tell you now, I'm in a truck and I didn't want to drive over half the stuff that was left in the road for a clear road. So I put my caution light on the truck and run my flashers, and I pulled over every time I found something that needed taken out of the road. So I don't know. I can't understand why they would say the road was clear when it wasn't clear. But anyway, I guess they just got the massive stuff out of the road and figured everybody would just swerve around the others. I don't know. I don't get it. But I made sure that, I passed some cars as I was headed back to the shelter. And I wouldn't have drove a car over half the stuff that I moved out of the road. So I have helped a little bit, and I feel good about that, because I know I saved somebody a flat tire, a transmission pan, something. But anyway, guys, I hope you have a blessed day. I'm going to get off of here, and we're going to see what we can get done today. Hopefully they decide to give my wife the tax paper so we can get on with our day. And I don't know what's taking so long, but anyway. See y'all next time.